Hello to everyone, and it's really great to see that everyone is working on the same pace. And really, it's kind of a marvelous series so far. Let's take it to a further level. So, you might want to open up your file that says table views in your exercise files, and we already have built up this functionality. We got an array, and that array is being displayed in a table view. Nothing much fancy. Now, let's move on to the fancier stuff. So, I'll like to stop it. And we'll do a couple of things more out here. So first of all, what I would like to do is I would like to have a delete functionality, and you might have seen this quite a lot if you have used any iOS device. This is a common functionality. When we have anything table, we swipe it to the left and there is a delete button that comes up in a red, whether it's a mail or maybe a table or your notes. It's quite common out there. So let's try to have that, and how we can bring up that. For that, I need to have my UI table view. So I would like to have a UI table view, and I would like to have a data source. So I think I need to write it, and I will separate it. UI table view, and let me just look at for the data source, and here it is. Okay. And after that, since we are editing our array and we have declared the array as kind of a let, we cannot change it. So we need to convert it to var. But before that, I would like to write a comment, and that says changed to var in later movies. And that would give a hint for the users who are starting the series a bit late. And I would like to change it to var because we are changing. Obviously, it's the simple stuff. Now, introducing a delete functionality is really simple. I cannot lay more stress that how simple it is. Now, you just need one thing to implement. That is, you need to have an editing style that says on the swipe, I need to say it a delete. So how I can do that? And I would like to just write a couple of words of the table view so that I can select that and can introduce that. Now you can see there are dozens of functionality, but what you need is depends on whatever the experience you have. And what I'm looking for is the one which introduced me the cell editing style. So I can simply look out here and can look for the editing style, and it says UI table view cell editing style. So table view edit cell editing style might be just above, and looking for it, and commit editing style. And I think this is the one. And yes, this is the one. You can see that there is a UI table view cell editing style. Not just here, just look at here. And this is the place where you might want to have a look. So it says the table view is table view, and rest of the code is just for us. We need to write the code. So we need to make sure that the swap functionality will be handled by the OS itself. We just need to write the logic, and that's the main motto of the IDE. So what the logic is, if I say that the condition, so if I say that the editing style is equals to the UI table view editing style of the delete, and that's exactly what I'm about to write. So I'll say UI and table view editing style. I'm looking for the editing style. So I need to go a little bit down, and I cannot recognize it on the autofill. So I'll just type a couple of more words. UI table view editing style. I think I wrote it correct differently. So I'll write it again. UI table view editing style. It's not forcing it out here, but it's a cell editing style. That's why it's not making up. It's a cell editing style. And you will notice that this is a structure in just a moment. If I put a dot out here, you can notice there is a delete out there. So, and after that, I would like to add more functionality. And I have checked the condition, whether it's a delete option, that is swipe. So what I would like to do here is I would like to remove that element from the array. So I can say remove at index, and how to find the index? Yes, you know it, because there is an option that says index path, and we have used it in the previous movie as well. So I can simply say that index path dot row, not like that. It's a row, and here it is. So if it is the row, just remove that. But removing is not going to do the task. And let me show you why. Save that and run the application, and you will notice that there is a flaw in the logic. Okay, the swap function is there. If I delete it, nothing is working as I click that, and there is a crash also. Very kind of a lame kind of error. Now what is the wrong with that? Can you guess that? Yes, you guessed it right. that we have although deleted, but we haven't refreshed our data. So it's kind of a necessary thing. So I need to refresh my data and I need to say table view dot reload data. And that is the exact what we are looking for. So if I run this app again in the table view, if I hit the Sportster, I don't like it, although I like it, and say delete, it is gone now. But there is still a problem. If I just stop my app and run that again, there's this poster again. And there is no utilization of an app if we cannot save the data. So we'll look at the persistent savage of the data in a moment, but not at this movie. I would like to introduce a few more features which are pretty difficult. This one was the pretty easy one, but the things may change when you use the email kind of functionality. When you swipe it, there is not just delete, there are more functionality like sharing button and all of that. But you might already have noticed that if I just delete it and if I put a dot out here, there are not much for me to do. Just delete hash values, raw values. There is no functionality like share it on Twitter or share it on Facebook. I would like to have that. So how can I have that? Right now, this code is good enough and I'll be commenting out this code in the next movie so that we can build up a share functionality. So let's move on to that.